This video will walk you through how to purchase and redeem virtual vouchers. First things first, let's make sure we're on the CIFF website, www.clevelandfilm.org. If you are a current CIFF member, you'll want to log into your account to get your CIFF membership price. So click on Login in the top right corner. A green box will pop down where you can enter the email address and the password associated with your CIFF membership account. If you've forgotten your password, you can click Forgotten Password to initiate a password reset. If you no longer have access to the email address associated to your CIFF membership account, or you need to change it, you can contact our CIFF membership director, Debbie Sheepy Marshall, by email at marshall, M-A-R-S-H-A-L-L, @clevelandfilm.org. Once you've entered your email address and password, you can click on Login. Obviously, if you are not a CIFF member, you can skip that step. Now, to get to the Tickets and Virtual Vouchers page, you can do so in one of two ways, either by clicking on Store from the top navigation, and then Tickets and Virtual Vouchers in the sub-navigation, or from Film Festival to Tickets and Virtual Vouchers in the sub-navigation. This will redirect you to the Tickets and Virtual Voucher information page, as well as where you will be purchasing the Virtual Voucher 10 packs. Here you'll see a bunch of information about Virtual Voucher 10 packs in terms of how to buy them and how to redeem them. It's important to note that the Virtual Voucher 10 pack is essentially a single virtual voucher code that is good for a certain amount of ticket credits, in this case 10. However, we have also distributed virtual voucher packs in other quantities to sponsors, partners, filmmakers, industry, and donation winners. If you fall into one of those categories, you can still follow the instructions for how to redeem the virtual vouchers. The process is the same as those that were purchased. To add the Virtual Voucher 10 pack to your cart, click on Add Voucher Pack to the cart. Because I am logged in as a Virtual Viewer member, the price is $70. However, if I'm not a Virtual Viewer member, if I'm a member at the Binge Watcher or the Super Streamer level, or if I'm a member of the general public, the price is $90 for the 10 pack. Regardless, it is a $1 savings off of each ticket for each group. Click on Add Voucher Pack to Cart. You'll see that it's been added to your cart with this green pop-up box. Click on Go to Cart. You'll be redirected to the cart where you'll see the virtual vouchers that you've added to your cart. If everything looks good, click on Checkout Now to go to the billing stage of the cart. Here, you'll see your billing information pulled up if you are signed in as a member. If you are not signed in as a member, you will have to enter each of the fields. Please make sure that this information matches the information associated to the credit card that you'll be paying with. Otherwise, your transaction will be declined. It's also important to make sure that you have entered the correct email address without any typos or missing information, as this is where your virtual voucher 10 pack code will be delivered. If everything looks good, you can scroll down and click Continue, and you'll be redirected to the final stage of the checkout process, payment information. Here you'll see your virtual voucher 10 pack in the cart and a space to put the name on your card number, your expiration date, and your security code. If you're signed in as a member, you'll notice that the name on the card is already auto-populated with your member first and last name. If this is different than the name on your card, you can update it here. Once you're ready to purchase the Virtual Voucher 10 pack, scroll down and place order. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to actually complete this transaction, as I will be showing you how to redeem your virtual vouchers in the next step. This portion of the video will walk you through how to redeem your virtual voucher code. If you purchased a virtual voucher 10-pack on the CIFF website, you'll receive an emailed order confirmation that looks like this. At the bottom of the order confirmation is a code. This is your virtual voucher code, which is exchangeable for a certain number of CIF 45 Streams tickets. Now, if you purchase your virtual voucher pack, it's going to be available in groups of 10 ticket credits. However, we've also distributed virtual voucher packs in various quantities to our sponsors, partners, filmmakers, industry, and donation winners. Regardless of how you received your virtual vouchers, the redemption process is the same. You're going to want to make sure that you copy the code. Again, you don't have to copy the code. You can always manually enter it character by character in the cart when checking out to redeem it. However, I do think it's easier to just copy it in this instance. So now we're going to go to the CIFF website. The address is www.clevelandfilm.org. As is best practice, if you're a CIFF member, when you get onto the CIFF website, you want to log into your CIF membership account. Click on Login in the top right corner. Enter the email address and password associated with your CIFF membership account and click Login. You'll see that you're logged in when you see My Account and log out here at the top. If you're not a current CIFF member, you can skip that step. Now we're going to go over to the schedule page for the CIF 45 Streams films to pull up a list of all features and shorts available in the CIF 45 Streams program. Click on Film Festival from the top navigation. Then click on Schedule underneath Films in the sub-navigation. This will pull up the list of all available CIF 45 Streams films and shorts programs. If you don't see an add to cart next to a film, that is because the film is a short film and a part of a shorts program. When you're ready to add tickets to your cart, you can click on the Add to Cart. Once you've added a ticket to your cart, you'll see this green pop up. You can click on Go to Cart if you're ready to check out. If you're not ready to check out, you can continue scrolling through the options and adding tickets to your cart. Each time you add a ticket to your cart, you'll see this green pop up confirming that you've added a ticket to your cart. As I mentioned, shorts are only available as part of shorts programs. So to view a shorts program, you can click on the available programs that short is a part of and purchase a ticket to that short this way by clicking on Add to Cart. Once you're ready to check out, click on Go to Cart. Here you'll see a summary of all the things that have been added to your cart, along with subtotals and the $2 processing fee per ticket order. Once everything looks good, you can click on Checkout Now. You'll be redirected to the second stage of the checkout process, billing and shipping. Because I did log in as a member, these fields have been auto-populated with my membership name and account information. If you are not a CIFF member, you will need to enter your contact information here. Please make sure that it matches the contact information associated with the credit card you'll be paying with. Otherwise, your payment will be declined. If everything looks correct, you can click Continue. Here you'll be redirected to the final stage of the checkout process, payment information. Again, you will see a summary of all the tickets that have been added to your cart, as well as the processing fee of $2 per order. Scroll down to the payment information section, and you'll see a number of fields. If you have a ticket discount code, you would enter it in this field. However, we'll be redeeming vouchers in this order, so we will not need to apply a discount code. To enter your virtual voucher code, you'll want to do it in this gift certificate or virtual voucher code field. Now, as you'll remember, we've already copied that code, so we're going to paste it here or manually enter it here. Once you've entered your virtual voucher code, if you scroll up, you will see the credits applied in your cart. You will also notice that the processing fee has disappeared from the order because all tickets within the order are being redeemed by virtual voucher codes. If you had put in, let's say 10 tickets, and then you added another ticket and you tried to redeem 10 of those tickets with a virtual voucher code, that 11th ticket would be reflected up here at the regular price and reflected down here in the total. However, you'll notice our total is 0 because we haven't added enough tickets to redeem the virtual voucher code in full. So this means that virtual voucher codes can be redeemed across multiple orders up until they are redeemed in full for the amount of credits that they are valued for. So then I'm going to click Place Order. Now I've been redirected to the thank you page where I can print my receipt. This receipt will also be emailed to me. But just to confirm that everything is as it should be, and I've not actually been charged, my vouchers have been applied, and there's been no processing fee applied to the order. Everything looks good. And next step is I'm ready to stream.